Hello everyone, welcome back to more Binding of Isaac Rebirth with me, Flick. We're going to do another Isaac run because I kind of want to make up for last time. Even though we won, also first of all, seed, LWLE M3PP. And of course the seller. Yeah, I will go in the curse room straight away. Will I regret it? Maybe. I don't regret it. Well, I may regret it once I see what's in my item room. Yeah, despite winning last time, I was in a salty mood, and it definitely came across in my commentary. I felt myself being rather... wrong way, damn it. I felt myself being rather miserable. Wow. I can't be miserable at that, that's for damn sure. That's very, very lucky. Oh, it's been quite some time, Holy Mantle. Thank you, I needed a run like this. Yeah, so I'm almost certain it will have come across, because I was complaining a lot about, hitboxes and whatnot. Just generally being in a foul mood. For the most part, I don't get like that. Or if I do, I certainly try better to hide it in my commentary. I just had an off day, or an off week actually. It wasn't just a day, it was a week. It still is, a little bit. Don't know why, just a little bit off. You get that way sometimes. I usually only take Mondays off, but yesterday I decided I'm not really feeling it. I'm gonna go for a long bike ride, and I really needed that, and I feel rejuvenated as a result. It was a lovely day. Went for like a 2-hour bike ride in the sun. Beautiful Scottish countryside. Feel a lot better as a result. So hopefully that is going to translate into more lively and not miserable twat levels of dour Scottish commentary. We shall see, however. But so far this is obviously fantastic. Small rock, holy mantle, we've got a battery if I don't get a charge. Bomb for a key. No, that's okay. We can go in every curse room for free now. We're going to get a deal with the devil, or angel I guess, on every single floor. This is what I needed. But it wasn't like that last run was bad. That's what I wanted to kind of emphasise. I was getting miserable at it despite the fact it was a fairly comfortable win. So, yeah, I wanted to explain myself a little bit. Plus we were supposed to be celebrating, that we know that Rebirth... Oh, there goes Holy Mantle. We know that Afterbirth, not Rebirth, is out really soon. The subreddit has a bloomin' timer on the top right, so if you're desperate to know exactly how long until release day, there it is. It's still not on Steam yet, at the time I'm recording this. Normally I wouldn't encourage pre-ordering, I'm of that opinion that pre-ordering is bad in the current climate. But there's apparently going to be a very substantial pre-order / owning other games discount, so Afterbirth would have to try really hard to be terrible. So I feel like it's one of those rare occasions where I can be safe to say you probably wouldn't regret pre-ordering. Plus, it's never an overly expensive game. I mean, hell, the original Binding of Isaac is frequently on sale for £1 or less than that. Caffeine pill I do not want. Do I want just HP or will I try for something better? I'm going to just take the HP because we're going to get a lot of deals, so I want to have the HP to trade away. I will still go back for the battery though, because then I go down to the next floor with a charge, and hopefully if I find the item room nice and quick, I can use it efficiently. Oh, you're not fast enough to make that, just don't chance it. Yes, okay, let's go down. That was a slow floor though, right? Yeah, 3.5 minutes is about my average. I think the average you're looking for is like 2 minutes. So, a dark basement. That's fine. Hopefully, find item room super quick. Decide there and then whether I want to use the reroll or save it for deal with the devil. Maybe we'll get Guppy this time as a result of getting more guaranteed deals. We almost did last time. We were one short, right? We got the paw very early on, and then we got... Was it the collar? It wasn't the tail, it wasn't 9 lives, because we didn't have any extra lives, I remember that for a fact. I could have sworn we got 2 cup items last time, but I can't for the life of me remember what the second one was. It wasn't the hairball, so where does that leave? The head? Oh yeah, maybe I picked up the head at some point as well. I have a feeling the item room will be attached to here, and it is. How did I know that? Because it's the basement floor and it's going to be relatively small. That's basically it. A random thing I wanted to talk about, although it's a bit early to immediately go into something else I suppose, but it doesn't matter. On the subject of kind of pre-ordering actually, so it is kind of connected to what I was talking about. Despite the fact that it's delayed until February next year now, XCOM 2 rather is on Steam for pre-order. with no discount, for one. No bonus to those who bought Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within on Steam. Just a crappy skin pack if you pre-order now before you know anything about a game that for unknown reasons was delayed a few months. That does not sound like a game I can recommend pre-ordering now. Now XCOM 2 is still probably going to turn out to be good despite the best efforts of Firaxis and whoever else to... I'm just going to take the HP, again, to trade away. To mess it up with copious amounts of DLC and bullshit like that. It's still probably going to be just a good game. But I can't recommend pre-ordering it right now. We've got to know more. Because I have Holy Mantle, I think it's safe to take the Spirit Heart now. Don't make me regret that. I almost did. So yeah, I looked at that as like, well, you're not gonna offer a pre-order discount? Not even like 10%? You're not even giving anything to your I was gonna say pledged customers there. That makes no goddamn sense. Oh, that reminded me though. I need to do a patron shout out. Haha. That's how my brain works sometimes. What did I want to say there? Dedicated, loyal. Yes, you're loyal buyers, I guess. Yeah. And we will go into the shop now. Those who spent money on the 2 versions on PC prior, you know, it'd be nice if, not even like if it was something to give you a leg up, but you know, just like a bonus character or something. Will we take the extra trinket room, or will I risk a reroll in here? That is a difficult decision. Also, while I'm deciding, let me just lean over from my to-do list of patron shoutouts and say that this episode is dedicated to Matsamuni. Thank you very much for your support on Patreon. It really makes a difference. So this one's for you, and it's going very well so far. I'm going to sit on this reroll because there's not enough rooms left for me to be guaranteed another one, and I would rather see what the boss / deal with devil gives first. If I use my reroll elsewhere, I think I will just take the extra trinket space. It might pay off in the future. It more than certainly won't, but it might. There isn't actually that many trinkets I value. Master of Unlocking, Liberty Cap, Curved Horn, and Cancer. That's basically it. Is there any other ones that are useful? Well, they're all slightly useful, but is there any that I truly like? Flat Penny, I guess, if you're desperate for keys. And Bloody Penny if you're doing some kind of like rage build. Terrible item there. Terrible item in the deal with the devil as well. Son of a bitch. Alright, we'll just take Dark Matter. I was considering re-rolling Dark Matter, but I really don't want the speed up. So we're re-rolling that into Blood Clot, which is fine. More damage and range. So, yeah, I traded the chance at more speed for a slight range and damage up. That's good. And we will take the extra trinket space. And I'm 1 shy for the Spirit Heart, so I'll take the key. Because we were 1 less below generating an arcade anyway, so why not? Still in a very good place. We can take a free hit in every room, so there's not much to worry about at this point. We are going a little bit slow though. Curse of the Blind, so we won't know what we're picking up. That's awkward when you're playing as Isaac. I love that we're killing these flies very, very quickly now. Our first pill. Do I dare? Do I dare indeed? What would you do? Oh, there, I knew Holy Mantle was going to go at some point. Just don't lose anything else yet. Do they not stick their head up when they're feared? Is that how that works? It's actually kind of handy if it is. Okay, we'll get Holy Mantle back. Dead end though. Oh yeah, the pill. I'm not sure. I hate the thought that it would be health down, because the health down pill kind of ruined us a little bit last time. And I want all the red HP I can get, because I'm going to get so many deals with the devil. Getting a gup item here would be, oh, very nice. A Spirit Heart is also very nice. Goodbye, key beggar. I don't like you. Would have loved to get Liberty Cap there, but that's okay. So there's a spare red heart in there if I find a blood bank. I will try and remember because it doesn't appear in the... Oh, it does appear in the map, but only the big map. Apparently they've changed some of the symbols in Afterbirth so that the map is more readable. I'm looking forward to seeing what that actually means. Another pill, alright. Lock up. Okay, well, saved us a key. I don't know what this is, so I just have to try it. Infamy. I would have much rather to have found that in a random gold chest as opposed to an actual item room, but we're already very comfortable, so it's okay. Oh, you son of a bitch. Thank you, Holy Mantle. You're like easy mode. And I want Magic Mushroom or Liberty Cap, so let's do this. We know this one, that's a teleport. Wait, no it's not. Puberty is irrelevant. Tears Up is fantastic. So I would very much like to do one more room of combat just so oh wait, the boss counts as room of combat. We'll do that now. I will probably still clear the floor though. Just because it's girly. Alright. I don't think you get affected by Fear Shot. No, you seem to just be acting normally. Maybe she delayed firing? That could be what it was. Didn't I ask this? Oh, that was Infamy that absorbed the shot, not Holy Mantle. No, I still have the mantle. Although last time I had able to take care of the flies that are beyond her, so my shots don't penetrate, so they're basically invincible. Oh, wait until they fly out? Gotcha. No, being feared doesn't seem to affect Gertie at all. She's still firing just as fast. Oh, Holy Mantle went out because of a little polyp shot. No, I mean, we're still getting a deal regardless, but I take offence to being hit. Right, what we got? Oh, right, that's right, we don't know what we've got. Well, we do in here. Lump of Coal is good enough to just take this time. I know I re-rolled it last run. I'll just take it. If it's Krampusty's head, I'll re-roll that. Now, the kick in the pants would be if it became something like 9 lives or a bad. Well, 9 lives would still be fine picking up at this point, but a baden would remove all my red hearts. You get an upside, sure, but it would make further deals harder. Or more dangerous, I guess, not harder. We're not getting hit a lot thanks to Holy Mantle. Lump of Coal, that's fine. And since I don't know what this is, I will just take it. It's more HP. That is also fine. Maybe we should just go to cut back on time. I know we haven't been to our shop. Yeah, I'm just going to go. I don't like not knowing what I'm picking up because, you know, there's the dangers of soy milk and such. Or Bob's brain. So no cursed. Perfect. That saved a little bit of time. Not a lot, but a little. 11 minutes, Catacombs 1. That's not bad. Oh, that reminds me, Tyrone, one of the Nicholas team, who make this game with Edmund McMillan, if you aren't aware. He posted a picture of a new Synergy that I saw via the subreddit, and it looked amazing. It was the new item that gives you permanent... well, since we have the coin purse, I will take this actually, yeah. The new item that gives you the I am a wizard effect constantly, so that's kind of bad. He also had Mom's Knife. He also had Dr. Fetus, so not Epic Fetus. He also had Sad Bombs. And I think he had one of the techs, but I can't remember which. But that's irrelevant. The screenshot he posted was him kind of like firing in 2 different directions, and he placed 2 Sad Bombs on his left and his right. You get it here for free. And there's one gup item. So when the Sad Bombs exploded, they exploded into fans of knives, and it looked amazing. It looked ridiculous. I could get those 2 cents as well, but hello Tinted Rock, and hello 1 bomb that's going to be used on Tinted Rock. If I put it here, I'll get 2 mushrooms as well. I mean, I think there is still going to be a certain contingent of people who are still going to be disappointed that Afterbirth is not going to have so-and-so a synergy. They have to program each one in individually, as it turns out, so that's why there wasn't that many when this got released. But, you know, in that regard, they shouldn't have then talked up all the new synergies, and there wasn't actually that many. There is going to be a lot more in Afterbirth, but there's not going to be an infinite amount. There's still going to be combinations that you'll think should do something together that they won't because they didn't have the time or they didn't have the foresight to imagine, you know, what about Tammy's head plus, I don't know, soy milk plus Dr. Fetus. You know, there's so many items now and they're adding so many new ones that they're not going to be able to account for every possible combination of said items. It's going to be some huge number. I'd actually love to know, you know, based on the 300 and whatever items that exist in the game now, plus the 120 that they're adding in Afterbirth, how many different variants of all those items are there? Assuming that, you know, they're not exclusive of each other, which, you know, all the items aren't really. Well, I suppose you could argue that devil items are exclusive to angel items, but sometimes the rooms mix. Curse of the Vampire is not worth taking, it's not very good. Therefore, I would like to reroll it. That said, we've cleared a lot of the floor. Better range, don't fail me now. We have a reroll. I don't think there's going to be enough rooms to generate. Yeah, there's not going to be enough rooms before the boss, so therefore we'll fight the boss first. If I have to take Curse of the Vampire, I will. I'd rather not, so let's see if we can do something better. We're still obviously exceptionally comfortable at this point. Damage isn't staggering, but it doesn't really matter because we have full nano. So that's luck and HP, and that's her Babylon. I really don't expect us to get low enough to make use of her Babylon. I'm considering re-rolling it based on that purely, but... Okay, well, as it turns out, I would have, because we're about to lose all our red HP. That's 2 out of 3. We're going to get 1 more HP back here to trade away, hopefully, and we will take Curse of the Vampire, which is now... I mean, I was damned if I did, damned if I didn't there, because I was thinking, oh, if I take her Babylon and then eventually I get into her Babylon state, that'll mean Curse of the Vampire is useless because I won't have any red HP. So... Oh, wrong way. Ah, we have 15 cents actually, so I will go in here. There's options. It's only going to be useful for one more... no, two more bosses. Alright, that's fine. That might make it easier to get the Halo or Magic Mushroom. The rare boss items. And of course it rerolled into 9 lives, so Curse of the Vampire is still going to be eventually worthless. Hell, even if I stay at 2 red hearts, it's still essentially worthless. Isaac looks very, very happy, despite the fact he's got a growth on the bottom of his chin. But we're probably, 16 minutes with 2 floors to get to boss rush. I don't have a teleport anyway, so I have no inclination of really wanting to do it. Red chest? Oh, I'm fighting it. Damn. We know either of these pills. Bad Trip, which absorbed Holy Mantle, so that's actually okay. And Tears Down. Well, we've had 2 Tears Up pills, so 1 Tears Down is fine. Just to avoid the blue pill. The blue and green pill, I mean. I can't remember which colour was the Tears Up, but we've had 2 of them, so it's fine. We're still killing very, very fast. I picked up Broken Onk, by the way, just because it was there. We'll trade it for basically anything. The tick isn't coming off, but that's going to lifesteal from the bosses a little bit. The virus would be fine, if you want to drop the virus. Lust, come after me. There we are. That's the Tears Down pill. Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, hell, doubly so now that we have 9 lives. Broken Onk is even more useless. And it's what, like a 30% chance to come back as Blue Baby? That ain't good enough. That luck up is definitely helping with our consumable drops. I'm going to have to absorb Holy Mantle doing this. Oh well. We're going to lose half a heart going in, but we still have half a heart profit, so that's fine. You can do that diagonal run without getting hit, it's just quite difficult. And a little bit luck based. I think if you've had a size down, it's easier. But I could be wrong about that. Ha ha ha! Run away! We're going to get our reroll in another room's time, so I'd really like to find somewhere to use it. We've probably explored half the floor at this point. There might be enough rooms to get another reroll. I wouldn't bet on it though. That'll do. So that will actually generate more red hearts. Also, what is it with these floating head guys? Oh, why am I getting so many of these? Get scared. There we are. The one enemy where Fear Shot is just absolutely amazing. Because it reveals their weakness to you. Super good. Oi! You got scared. You didn't turn around straight away. There we go, that's how you should act. Right, reroll obtained, give me an item room. This is not an item room, it's more of these guys. I have no idea what they're called. floating zombie brain heads. That's probably too much of a mouthful. Dicks. Let's just call them dicks. Could have just let that hit me since I still had Holy Mantle. So there's our second last shot. Second last? Yeah, second last. We don't really have the money to make it worthwhile. We know it is actually a shop since we fought Lust on the floor. No. There's no need to waste the key. Damn it. I'm wasting a lot of rooms though. That is definitely the case. The chances of getting another reroll now are basically nil, so maybe I will go into the shop to see if there's a battery. Although right now I'm not quite at the point of affording it. Thank you, Infamy, I got stuck on the skulls there. And Holy Mantle, of course. Thank you, Infamy, again. And a third time, I think. Does Infamy get affected by your luck stat? Because it seems to be proccing more than I'm used to. Where the hell is the item room? Bro. I like the eating noise from Curse of the Vampire. It's the same one as Isaac's Fork. And, you know, using the heart, using Guppy's paw. It's a nice sound effect though. I'm curious how it was made. What did they do to get that noise? Keys? Okay. I should probably go into the final shop. Second last shop. I know what floor we're on. There's the item room. Nope. That's acceptable. Experimental treatment is never acceptable, however. So the boss is probably top right, since I started on kind of top leftish. Blank card. Nope. I'll hold on to my money and hope that the last shop has something better. There wasn't a battery there, right? And I just kind of didn't stroke over it or anything. Plus I said anything there instead of anything. I'm not Jamaican. Even though I sometimes pretend that I am. When people don't know where my accent is from. I say that I'm Jamaican. Obviously. Oh, you're still alive. So we are not going to have a reroll here, so what we get is what we get. We want one more gup item, and that's fine. I don't know if Pure Babylon can appear again now that I've seen it, even though I didn't take it, but I wouldn't mind getting it at this point. Why does it seem like the boss music is louder than usual? Maybe my ears are just overly sensitive this early in the morning. Monster 2, you're about to die. Bruh. Yeah, come on, absorb Holy Mantle, see if I care. Ooh, that's an interesting choice. Obviously we'll take the damage. I took it just to make sure it's still devil deals that appear. Item room, shop, we're done. No curse, please. Thank you. Red chest with gup in them. Nope. Oh, that's right, we picked up Maggie's Faith. Maybe want to drop that on this floor. I mean, I need to get Guppy's Paw on this floor, basically. Or the next floor, But after that point, I don't really want red HP. And Maggie's Faith is going to give me red HP. Holy Mantle, absorb this. Alright, well, we're up to full HP. We're stronger thanks to the pentagram. We had the mark earlier as well, right? Child's heart? No. Blah 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 blah. I don't think I've had this room before. Like those enemies plus hands? There's probably one delayed hand. There always is. Yep. I missed it though, so it's still alive. Get a hand. Poke your head up. Poke your goddamn head up! Poke your head up! For God's sake! You as well. Don't you start. Although when they're feared, I don't... Yeah. Oh no, they do. Well, Bad Trip Pill can become good. I'm not going to go in the double key room because... I don't want to... Well, actually, I will look at it because it could be a redo of the floor. Oh, okay. If I poop in... Oh, Master of Unlocking instead of... There we go. That's the one we're taking. If I could get rid of this Eternal Heart that Maggie's Faith gave us, I would. I think I want to, but I can't. Our final item room is Robo Baby. I'll just take it. I'm worried that there might not be enough rooms left until I find the boss. I could be wrong. Plus there is also the chance of a battery in the shop. But Robo Baby is just okay. It helps her damage, so that's why I didn't bother re-rolling it. Bog off bombs and bottle of pills. See, I could use the re-roll in here. And I will, because then I can buy the battery. And if I need the penny, I could have just bombed this guy. But for the ladder and or deck of cards, nah. Ah. Will that take the Eternal Heart? Oh, it will! Yes! Oh. Decisions. I could just re-roll it. There will not be enough rooms left to generate before the boss, though. Okay. That's fine, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Faith up. I don't want faith, and it gives me 3 spirit hearts. I have no room for them, so I'm going to have to ignore that as well. Maybe we'll get another battery and I'll re-roll the rosary. Because I don't want any more red HP. Ideally I want to get rid of my last red heart on this floor or the next. Taking Maggie's Faith was a tactical mistake. It's not going to cost me, I don't think, but it's still a tactical mistake. Do we know this colour? Oh, it's the same colour, I'm an idiot. It's just that it's reversed on the picture in the bottom right. And this will be where the boss is because we've basically checked everywhere else. Boss attached to this? No, okay, it's still one more room to go. Eating a lot of enemies. There you are. Okay, that was freaking out apparently. It still is. When it gets feared, it's just making the noise over and over. Alright, we're done on this floor. I mean, there could be enough rooms to oh, if I fight one more room of combat, I will have a reroll ready, actually. Or I could just fight 2 more rooms of combat and reroll the rosary again. Is the dog barking because there's going to be a delivery? I'll take one headset off. It sounds like she's just mad. Oh, there goes Holy Mantle. I don't think that's barking because she's seen something that she likes. It's more angry barking. She's probably seen a dog she hates. Oh wait, it's the recycling lorry. I just heard it pouring recycling in. Ah, Wrath. Mr. Mega. That'd be handy. Also, there's a tennis rock in here. Yep, definitely. Maybe you can hear all the bottles and stuff getting poured into the recycling van. So we are 1 room short. There's no rooms left on the map. So I won't be re-rolling the rosary because I literally can't. However, I will have a reroll for the deal with the devil we're going to get after Mom. So I can try and force myself to have Guppy. We've already probably won, but Guppy would definitely guarantee it because we've got a pretty good fire rate. We're pretty strong anyway, so the fly damage multiplier will be huge. Let's see how this is going to go. Mom should not be an issue. She won't die super fast, but she won't be an issue. Because we're too strong. Also, when they're feared, I don't think they spawn. That foot was slightly off center. Yeah. You sound like the poo that you fight in Conquer's Bad Fur Day. The operatic poo. Book of Belial, nope. Dart Bomb, yep. It's not the Guppy Dream, but it's still pretty goddamn good. There we go. And now we have Polaroid Effect as well, so. And we can still get into curse rooms for free, thanks to Holy Mantle. Ooh, nasty room because of these Diglett dicks. That's the evolution of Diglett they don't tell you about. By the way, have you all seen the Pokemon... what is it called? Pokemon Go the Pokemon mobile game that Nintendo's making that looks... Well look, that stupid advert. It obviously had a lot of money spent on it, but they wasted it by doing a bunch of CG bullshit. And then at the very end of the game, at the very end of the advert, they showed literally half a second of actual gameplay footage, and it looked like a DS Pokemon game, which isn't necessarily to say it's bad. It's just, you know, it looks like a last generation handheld Pokemon game. But they wasted all this money showing like people around the world finding Pokemon for real. And fine, it's going to have some kind of augmented reality angle because the company that they've got making it has done that kind of thing in the past. It's not going to look that good. It looks really bad, and you have to make sure you're on a flat surface as well, otherwise it doesn't work at all. And apparently you have to like explore to find Pokemon, and then you have to try and catch them like you do in the games. Are you going to walk into someone's house or, you know, private property just because there happens to be like a rare Pikachu there or something? It's a really stupid idea. And I bet, I'm calling it now, that you will have a limited number of Pokeballs per day, and you will spend real money to get them replenished without having to wait. And it will be horrible. Children everywhere will waste copious amounts of their parents' money on it, and it will further cement my opinion that Nintendo are absolute cocks. That's my story about Pokemon Go. Scene. Let's go back to the run. I'm sure it's no surprise to hear of a YouTuber, content creator, whatever you want to call us, disliking Nintendo thanks to their draconian, backwards, arsehole-ish ways that they handle anything that they remotely don't understand or can control. That's Nintendo's problem. They have a problem with control. And they think they have to protect the world's children on behalf of people who are better suited to do so. And they stifle all the adults that play their games as a result. People who know better. That, and they fail to understand things. I mean, they've only recently discovered what DLC is, and now they're abusing that. They've only recently discovered what the mobile market is, and now they're going to abuse that. They're behind everybody, and yet people still give them a pass because they're Nintendo, and it really fucking infuriates me. They are a disastrous company, and sadly, they just need to have a few more of their higher ranking members either resign or retire or pass away until things will change, because they still hold all the power. Well, actually that's not true. The shareholders hold all the power, technically. And it gets very uncomfortable if you read the shareholder meetings for Nintendo, because they're all about money, which is fine. That's the whole point. They've invested in the company, they want to see a return on their investment. But then you've got, you know, people like Miyamoto and, until recently, RIP Iwata, who are like, we just want to make fun games. But at the same time, they have no idea how the world works anymore. They have no idea about the internet or anything like that. They're too old, they don't understand. That was free, by the way, because we get back the hearts that we spent on it. I could have rewrote it to try for Guppy, that's true. But, whatever. I'm going to try for the pills, just because we don't really need any other items at this point. I can see forever. Can I be bothered going back to potentially get some... Oh, the second one. Oh. Nope, can't be bothered, let's go. You know, it probably isn't even an age thing. It's just the attitude they have. And they've always had this attitude. Because Microsoft has old people working for it. Sony does as well. And you can't even say this an East versus West mythology thing, because Sony are an Eastern company. So no, it's not that either. It's just Nintendo have really stupid policies. Really, really stupid. They also like to think that their law applies everywhere in the world, which is definitely not true. So if you live in the UK and they try and tell you that you're not allowed to make a copy of a game, or allowed to own a copy, they're not in the right. You're legally allowed to, as long as you aren't distributing it or selling it or doing any illegal stuff like that. Allowed to have one copy by UK law. I think that applies to music as well, but I'm not entirely sure of that, so don't take my word for that. Basically, as long as you're not selling it or giving it to people, it's fine. That might be different in Japanese law, but Nintendo likes to flaunt that around like it applies everywhere in the world, and it does not. Tinted rock plus chest, absolutely. Well, dart bomb, there you go. Couple of gnomes for you. And there's a spare heart if I need it. Well, we're going back then, because the right way is not here. I haven't paid this much attention to that eating noise before, and I'm kind of enamored with it for some reason. It took something like that to get the Tigrex theme out of my head. I was very close. Pardon me, stifled a burp. I want to moan more about Nintendo, but it's old hat at this point. Everybody knows that they're terrible as a company, but they still support them because they occasionally, well, Eternal Heart will ignore. They occasionally still make good games, even though they just bleed all their franchises dry now. They haven't had an original idea for a long time. Oh well, they had that Splatoon game, didn't they? I suppose. Apparently that was okay. All the stuff I heard about it made me think not, but you know, that's, I think as a game type it was good, but they have no idea how the internet works, to go back to the previous point. So you can't play with friends, you can't matchmake, you can't chat in games, which means you can't coordinate with your team, which makes it pointless that there's teams involved. You have to just level up to get the better weapons as opposed to, you know, just picking out of them, which is designed to make you keep playing, I get it, but it means it's less about skill and more about time invested, which doesn't appeal to me. What else? There was more stuff. Oh, barely any maps that are on a rotation. They control every facet, and they don't need to, and it's just because that's the way they are. And that just didn't strike me as something I would ever enjoy trying. Not that I could ever do any content on it anyway, so that's usually a primary factor as well in deciding whether or not I'm ever going to bother using my money to buy something. It helps justify the overpricing of certain games. If I can say, well, you know, I'll make something back if I also cover it on the channel. Not necessarily anything close to the cost, but something back. Because that's the only thing that can help justify me buying next-gen games, PS4, or, you know, if you have an Xbone games. They are way overpriced. They cost now what SNES games used to cost back in the early 90s. Before the UK had, like, any understanding of game retail. And you could only afford one game a year as a result, or every, like, 6 months. It made you appreciate the games a lot more, I will say that. But given how short games are these days, it is not really the same. I still remember getting Super Mario World 3. It's one of my fondest memories, actually, playing through that for the first time. I remember it vividly. Was it just called Super Mario World 3? Regardless, the game itself, maybe, I can't remember the name exactly, but the game itself, oh, what could this be? I just go for it. Fuck! Bob's Brain! Alright, now, well, Bob's Brain and Holy Mantle kind of cancel each other out, if I'm not getting hit by anything else. So let's remember that. But that's still very annoying. I was hoping it would be Fate or, you know, one of the cricket items. Which pill is that? Telepills. Sure, why not? It may have saved us some time, it may not have. I guess we'll find out. You know, that's something I also feel I have to keep on mentioning anytime I badmouth Nintendo for their appalling manner in which they act these days. I was a Nintendo fanboy when I was a kid, so maybe I am slightly better. That a company I loved when I was a child is now just not even just annoying in general, it's actively detrimental to people who do what I do for a living. They just fight against us at every possible turn because they just don't understand. And they used to do some of my favourite games. I hated, well, I didn't hate, I wasn't into Sega when I was a kid. It was all about Mario games. I loved playing Mario games and all the other stuff that Nintendo did, the Zelda games and what have you. And to see a company I loved as a child just become what it is today is just depressing. It is. So maybe it's not bitterness, maybe it's just disappointment. But they're not going to change, not until things change in the hierarchy of the company and some new blood gets into a position of significant power. Maybe gets the shareholders to side with them. But enough about that. This run is almost over. It's been comfortable. I didn't mean to, once again, kind of bring it down a little bit by complaining, but at least I wasn't complaining about the game. I was complaining about genuine concerns that content creators face, especially when dealing with Nintendo. But enough about that. Isaac is going to go down real easy. We're going to get to the chest. We're going to have some fun. A random beam took away Holy Mantle, but that's okay. We've got more than enough HP. Also, thank you again, Infamy. That's about 5 hearts worth of damage Infamy has saved me from. Yeah, and again there. Final form, please. Thank you. I'm going to have to go down here. Every so often, it's safe to go down to the bottom side when he does the death beam attacks. I'm not going to run out. Yeah, knew that. Should have just went down again. My speed, thanks to the speed down we got, is too slow to avoid the beams if I'm not running already. That's okay. And he's not quite going to die here, also I misplaced myself there. I was hoping that my invincibility would last long enough for that to be okay, and it was. Alright, let's go see what's on the chest. No curse, please. Good. Alright, good enough, but it comes with HP. Reasonable, bad, not really necessary. So we are going to be using our reroll here for sure, but first of all we use that and get a 2 of hearts. I'm just going to reroll everything because I don't want the red heart or the red heart container that Fat Mushroom will give us. So 2020 is great, Little Brimstone is great, Magic Fingers and the Piggy Bank we can do without, so I will just go on and try and reroll them. I forgot that we have Master Unlocking, by the way, so all gold chests are open for free. Infamy saved me from that first shot. I thought it was Holy Mantle, but Holy Mantle saved us from the second. I'm so looking forward to 2020 actually having Synergies in Afterbirth. Ooh, that's convenient. I don't look forward to having to say Afterbirth a lot because people will wonder what the hell I'm talking about. Ipecac and Little Steven. For the absurdity's sake, let's do it. I don't know how this is going to be firing. I don't think 2020 stacks with Ipecac. Oh, it totally does! I'm wrong! I didn't think that synergized. Awesome. We have to go up here. Oh crap. Oh hang on, this room was changed so you can just walk out of it. Nope, apparently no you can't. Whatever. Nice to know hitboxes of the red poop are still bad. I agree, dog, I agree. That can't still be the recycling, so I'm not sure why she's pissed off now. That sounds more like she's seen a dog she doesn't like. She is a bit of a dog racist. She doesn't like Alsatians and... well, most dog breeds that have like pointy up ears. I've talked about this before, but that's because she had a traumatic experience with one when she was very young. And now she acts aggressively towards all of them as a defensive mechanism. Goodbye, Envy. Oh, you dropped ship to whoop. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I might go out of my way. Oh no, hang on, that is enough rooms, assuming they're all combat. I'll reroll ship to whoop, unless I get a room with 2 chests. I mean, I'm kind of enjoying the Ipecac thing more, so I'll pass on Mom's Knife. Unless I suddenly get hit like 10 times, then I'll get Mom's Knife. Poison bombs, that's worth just taking, I suppose. Suck on all my bombs. I said bombs. One more room. Thank you so much, Holy Mantle. The run might have been a little bit dicier without that, because I did get hit quite a few times. Although that said, we also have Dart Bomb, and I have passed up on quite a few Spirit Hearts because I just didn't need them, so... I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter what I reroll, does it? Although I could just take the knife to make sure I win. What's it rerolled into? Little Chad? Little Chad plus Dart Bomb, good synergy. Let's just take it for the Blue Baby fight. It's a shame the knife doesn't explode things when it touches them. Kind of like how fire tears work. Ha! That didn't actually hit me. It didn't absorb Holy Mantle. Alright, super quick Blue Baby kill. Let's do this. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. dare you absorb my holy mantle. I thought we had lots of range ups. Why does it suddenly feel like I have not as many? Oh, you still managed to hit us before you died. That's fine. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ta for now.